In today's video, I'll be taking you through the tutorial of how I do a sew-in, guys. This is my hair. Just me looking at this hair that God, we're about to do this, but yes, we did it, okay? And I'm going to take you step by step how I actually achieve a sew-in tutorial with no frontal, with no closure, you know, we leave out, okay? Leave out the traditional way of doing our sewing. First thing, I go in with my leave-in conditioner. This is the Miracle leave-in conditioner. Anyways, I don't think I've done a review here on my channel, but you know, like, let's fingers crossed. And then I go in to use my oil just to moisturize my hair, because yes, I was planning to carry this hair for like 2 weeks, but I was like, okay, since I knew I was going to sew in some part, let me just make sure my hair is moisturized. Okay, so now it's went to the pattern side. So I knew I wanted a middle side, a middle pattern. Okay, yes, I also knew I was going to do the style whereby I can also be able to pack everything to go to the back, but I also still wanted a side pattern, not a side pattern, a center pattern. So this was what I went ahead to do to try to achieve the side pattern. And guys, as you can see it, I first went and got my middle pattern, and then I took equal hair sizes from each of the left and the right side, and this is what we have. After doing that, I then decided to start braiding, like doing cornrow to the front, okay? And this will be able to help me so that while I am doing my other work in the other region of the hair, I'll be able to see what I am doing properly. So you actually want to go ahead and just cornrow this to the front so it stays put. Then again, because I was doing a style whereby if I want to pack the hair all to the back, it will go freely, so which means I needed to leave out some of my hair pieces in the front part. So I went to the left and to the right and did that, and also cornrowed it, as you can see. And then now it is time for me to go do the cornrows, the layered cornrows, where I'll be sewing in my weaves, okay? Because it's a sewing, guys, and this is how I actually go ahead to start sectioning the smaller cornrows that should be at the back, which was what I'll be sewing my weave onto, my extensions on. And this is the pattern I go with. You can choose any pattern of your choice depending on how you want the style to come out. That is left for you to do, but this is how I just go ahead and achieve I just cornrow it from like the front section and then weave it back, and then just weave it to the very end. I just continue to weave to the very end of the, just as you can see actually. Then one thing I do is when I get to the end here, I do not complete it. I just go to the other side and start weaving. And then when this intersection actually then comes to the back, I then take the pieces that I had not finished at the back and join it to it, and then weave another line with it. Guys, you will see what I mean, okay? Just keep watching and you will see what I mean. And this is what I mean. I take those pieces and then I weave it into another new line that I'm trying to achieve, and that is how it is. I just show you guys how it looks like. Just take your time, look at this, just study the pattern. You can do yours as you please. And then I just went off camera to do the remaining cornrows, and this was like the last cornrows remaining. And then I again made sure I was using the same pattern, that no cornrows was left out. I kept intertwining them with each other, and for the last cornrow I made sure I intertwine the last two pieces, and here we have it. So now we just have one tail of the cornrow left, but no problem, we will undo that. Okay, so this is how it is looking. You can see just one cornrow tail left, and yes, you can see I tucked it in, but later on I used needle to sew it. And this is the I'll be using, guys. This is the needle I'll be using. I used a curved needle because, guys, let me just tell you something. I've been afraid to do this style for the longest of time. I'd actually had this extension for the longest of time, but I was just so scared to do it on myself by my, because I was like, God, I hope I do enjoy myself and all. But I saw people do it online, you know. I said, you know what, they don't have to wait, I can't do it. So I decided that, okay, instead of using the normal needle, I will just use the curved needle, as I'll be able to control it well, so I do enjoy myself. And here we have it. I'd sewn the piece, the extra one pieces left, and this is what we have now to sew the main weave onto the hair. So guys, let me tell you what I was trying to do at the back here. So because I knew, at some point I might want to pack it, you know, not really pack it up as a ponytail, but just pack it. And also I decided to sew the bundles at the back so very closely to the last line, so that in case I decide to raise it, it's not looking funny. And then I just continue to also just keep sewing the weave to the tracks. Yeah, the tracks, the air. You guys, I don't know how to say that, but yes, I continue to just say it. And guys, just look at this is what you see when you if I decide to raise the air, to pack the air a little bit, and then I just continue following the track. Guys, if you know how to make a wig, you definitely should know how to sew a track to your head. You can just follow that same format. Actually, that was what I was using, the same format from year to year and all of that. I just used that same format when I was, you know, making this sewing on my head. And guys, let me tell you something, it might not be easy, but you just be patient and keep using your hands to support yourself and every other thing. And yes, and let me tell you, you can achieve this. Once again, if I have not said this, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you've come this far, come on now, please just subscribe to my channel. Click the subscribe button, it is absolutely free, and make sure you click the like button, it is also free as well. Thank you so much. Clicking the like button help other people that are looking for this content to find this sort of content. Now guys, if you notice, I kept doing the flip over method. I didn't cut any of the weaves because I was going to use the weave for something else, so I didn't want to cut it in any way or shape. And then this was the last sewing of the track. I made sure it was as close as possible. Guys, if I was doing this on someone's head, this would have been even way more closer, but because this was my head, I said I do not want to injure myself, but I just tried to do it in this manner. And this was when I was done. I had this few pieces left, so this was where I actually cut the weave. That was the first time I was going to cut the weave, and I was like, okay, it's fine, so let me just tie the end of the hair, and this is what we have. I decided to give it a comb, and yes guys, you guys can see it's not giving yet, but hold on, because we are not done. Okay, this is the back, everything is still looking anyhow, but you can see everything is well sewn and nothing showing, and we are good to go. Now the next thing was to then treat the cornrows we have in front. The section we had separated in the front part, is now time for us to actually look into treating that. But before I go to treat that, I decided to actually straighten the hair. Knowing that the hair was not giving what it needed to give, I decided to actually straighten the weave on by itself. So I took in my straightener and I was just straightening it out. If you are using like a body coils, or your weaves are coily, you want to take in your straightener and just coil it at this point. But mine was a straight hair and I wanted it straight, so I just went ahead to straighten it out with no coils attached to it. And here was I just doing what I need to do. But yes guys, just see the difference, just see the movement of this hair. Man, it was really giving. And I went to continue the same thing on the other section of the hair. Now if you guys notice, I didn't really use any cream or any such to the hair here, because it was just the hair. So like, I wanted it to flow naturally, nothing added to it, so I didn't need to use anything. And this is what we have after it has been straightened. Now let's focus on now dealing with our natural hair, you know, our relaxed hair that is in front, the heart partition. I went ahead to just loosen it, and I did this thing one after the other because I didn't want hair to be disturbing me. So I decided to do the first side, and then I took my heat protectant from the Cantu Pro brand and I sprayed it, guys, because I am about to straighten my hair. So you want to definitely use heat protectant. I am big on always protecting your hair when you are using heat on your hair. And guys, it's been a very long time since I've actually used straightener on my hair, so let me tell you, this style was like, this style that will make me do several things, but I did enjoy this style, so it was definitely worth it. So I just went ahead to straighten it, and you can see how I am straightening the hair to the direction where I want it to fall. Exactly, that was what we were going to achieve, and this was looking, guys, look at that, weave wear, closure wear, frontal wear, everything just seamlessly blended with each other. I was so happy, and I did the same thing to the other side, and this is how the other side is looking. I was so like, this is so beautiful. Now it was not time for me to focus on the mid section, which will give us the middle pattern that we're looking for. Again, using my protectant, I spray. I do not manage heat protectant when I'm dealing with my hair. When I'm using straightener on my hair, heat on my hair, I spray it excessively. So I go ahead and do that, and I then get the midsection again, and then it's time for me to start straightening. Okay, and I do that in sections and just straighten my hair from roots to the tip, so that it's gonna blend, it's gonna be slick, because the weave I was using was a slick one, so it needed to blend seamlessly. And blend. Oh boy, it did blend. So that's what we have. You guys just look at this, and let's go ahead to comb it and make sure to spray so that no, not spray, use my comb to scatter it to make sure that every track is covered and no track is left just been exposed. Like, oh, everybody does not need to know that it's a sewing. Do you understand? That's the technique. That's what we are trying to achieve, okay? So that people will think it's my hair, it's my long hair that exists long, because everything will flow seamlessly. But that is what we went. So I just continued straightening my own hair to make sure it blended with the weave on that I was using. And here we have it, guys, everything all straightened out, and I was just combing. Guys, one thing I wish I did was I wish I actually extended the middle pattern to be deep than what I'm having, but regardless, I still enjoyed this look. Guys, this was the look I was having. Just look at this hair. No, where is the weave on? You can't see the line. Let me tell you, can't see the line. So I went ahead to take my straightener to just blend both my hair and the extensions together, just to give it another run smooth, because oh boy, was I touching my hair. This hair was just giving, like I couldn't take my hands off it. And this is what your girl is looking at. Look at now, weave wear, closure wear, frontal wear. You can't tell. And that is the look. This is how the look came out to be. Let me know if you did enjoy this tutorial, and let me know if you'll be trying this hairstyle. And if you try, tag me on Instagram. Let's see what you have going on there. But this is what we have, guys. This is what the hair is looking. I did enjoy it. Again, if you did enjoy this video, please make sure you subscribe to my channel and click the like button, and also drop a comment so I know that you did enjoy this tutorial. Guys, I love all these hairstyles. Like, I want this hairstyle to come back. I'll be attaching pictures to how I did rock this look later on. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.